Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually a really exciting video. I have debated in the last year, whether or not I wanted to make this video, but I was thinking that the situation was going to occur sooner than later. But so as you guys saw, the title of the video is my breast augmentation experience. No, these are not mine. I am nicely padded, have always been padded for a very, very long time, especially in the last year. I have been extremely padded because of my fitness journey to competing and all of that stuff. My breast tissue seemed like it was like the first group or first spot or area where my fat loss went very quickly. So just to kind of give you a history of why I decided to get a breast augmentation. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I had amazing full breasts. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, I finally got breasts. I was always such a tomboy. I was always flat in the chest. I've never had boobs, but then getting pregnant and throughout my pregnancy, my breasts just developed, and I was just amazed at how voluptuous and full my breast was. And I was just thinking, please stay, please stay, please stay. And they didn't. Like over time, they left. And of course, throughout the years, training and working out and all this great stuff, I just have not been able to retain fat in my breasts. So therefore, I have none. My current breast size right now is 32A, 32B. And I have not been happy with that because I remember a time when I was pregnant, I was a 34C. Yes, I was a C cup and I absolutely loved it. And I wear a padded 32B, 32A bra to give me that little push and a little and then I wear what I have on now. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm going to show you anyway, is these little cup things right here. You can wear these like with a strapless dress and they just kind of adhere to the breast. And I have on a sports bra now that's padded, and I also have those on to make me look full in the breast, but these are not mine. And so I want permanency when it comes to my breasts, and I want to be able to like wear clothes and they nicely fit, and I don't have to wear sports bra and I don't have to put all these padding and so forth to give people the illusion that I have breasts when I know I really don't. Now, why am I doing this now? And this has nothing to do with me competing. It has nothing to do with a man. This has something to do with me, what I've always wanted. And if you ask any and everyone around me, they would tell you that I've had a boob fund for a very long time. Now I've had to dip into that boob fund, you know, here and there, whatever, but I wanted to be able to go and get my breast augmentation and not have to like get it on credit or finance or anything. I wanted to be able to pay for it. Now, do I know how much my surgery is going to cost at this point? No. But over the course of 15, 16 years, I've had maybe 10 consultations, and I kid you guys not. I've had like 10 consultations. I've scheduled to have my breast augmentation 5 times and I have just backed out for some reason or another. And a couple of years ago, as you guys know, my mom passed away. She had breast cancer. So after that, and through my depression of losing my mother, I was trying to see what was in the window there, I wanted to have a double mastectomy with breast reconstruction because I was just so afraid of, you know, the breast cancer, then the whole gene and doing the testing and so forth or whatever. And I was just like, okay, maybe this was just a little too extreme, maybe, I don't know. But I do know I wanted to still have boobs, but I also wanted to be able to go and get my mammograms and MRIs and ultrasounds safely, so I'll, you know, early detection if anything comes up. So I get into the procedures, what I've decided and so forth. So I I know I'm all over the place right now, but just forgive me. So when I decided I'm gonna get this done, I decided to go to a plastic surgeon that was already doing, that I was already seeing for laser procedures anyway. And so since I had a great relationship with him, I decided I will go with him and do my breast augmentation. So the last time that I had a laser treatment, I went and I talked to him, and I had initially talked to him before, did a consultation with him, but I was like, I knew I had all these shows coming up and I knew my trainings and so forth, and I just really did not want anything to interfere with that. I know I was being selfish. And I was thinking, okay, June 1st will be a good time right after graduation. I was like, no, because June 27th, I'm going to have a show, my first show of the year. What if I'm not ready? What if I'm still, not healed properly? I don't know if something's going to go wrong. So I decided I'm going to put this off. So I did. So at my last laser treatment, we seriously talked about my breast augmentation, and I'm probably gonna have another procedure on the same day, but that's not what this whole video is about. It's about my breast augmentation, and that's all you guys need to know. But we sat seriously and we talked about it. I was able to try on some sizers, the different implants, saline versus silicone. We did all of that talk. I watched a video on breast augmentation. I watched videos on another procedure that I probably will have done as well. And I was like, okay, I want to get this done. So that day I scheduled my surgery. Now I changed my dates. So my breast augmentation surgery was initially scheduled for September the 2nd. And I said, you know what? Since I'm probably going to have this other procedure done, I might as well get it all done in the same day. So I called, and I was calling frequently to see if there was a cancellation so I can have everything done on the same day. So I called, and they had a cancellation, and I was able to get my surgery scheduled for August 17th. Yay! Which is 2 days after my last competition. That I'm thinking I may do a November competition, I'm not for sure, but as of right now, August 15th is my last competition, and I will be officially in off season. And so I felt like that would be a great time, and I wanted this to be sooner. I really did, because for me, school starts back tomorrow on August the 3rd. So all of our therapists and teachers and so forth, everybody will be back to work on tomorrow. So I'll be taking time off work right after school and therapy sessions have begun, and I really didn't want that. I wanted it earlier than that, and it just did not happen because selfishly I wanted to do this show on August the 15th. So I scheduled my surgery, and so I did my consultation, scheduled my surgery. So August the 11th, I go in for my pre-op visit. So, and I want to talk to you guys. I made a list. Yeah, I'm old school. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. Just kind of give you guys some things that I have already talked to my plastic surgeon about, but also some things that I haven't talked to him about. We've talked about the difference between saline and silicone, and I initially said I'm going to do silicone breast implants because it's just salt water. If they deflate, I'll know instantly that they've deflated, blah 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 blah. But because I am so small, chested, like my breast is so small, I really want my implants to feel natural and to look more natural. I just felt like going with silicone would be the best thing for me. And I know there's been problems with silicone breasts, and I've done some research, and I really feel that it's safer now. And I will have my implants under the muscle. They will not sit on top, just because of my history with breast cancer. And I know some people like, well, if you're competing, you want to continue to work out, you want to still build your pec muscles. Your pec muscles are going to be weak, going under the muscle. That may be the case, but I still want to be able to get my MRIs and my mammograms and all of that stuff done safely as possible. And I feel like if I put it on top of the muscle, it would be hard for detection. So I will be going with silicone breast implants. My incision site we discussed will be my areola, instead of underneath the crease. Now, since I've changed and decided to go with silicone breast implants, I will ask him at my pre-op visit if that would actually change. Will he go underneath the crease? And I want to know if I would require lift, because I do want my breasts to be a little higher and I want them to be fuller. So we decided that I would go with the moderate, saline moderate. At that time, I decided on 320 silicone, 320 cc's, moderate, round. Now that I'm going with silicone, I need to see how many cc's I really need to go to, because they say if you go with silicone, you need to go up in cc's. So I'm thinking I'm going to get between 350 and 375 cc's round. I'm hoping that he have the moderate plus, because the videos that I've been watching and things that I've researched online, like on realstuff.com, they were saying like for my breasts, my chest dimensions and so forth, the moderate plus would be perfect for me. So I'm gonna ask him about that, because I do want cleavage. Like here, you guys can see that I want that. I want my cleavage. I don't want that big gap between my chest where my breasts are like completely separated. And I do want a little side boob, and side boob is just where your breasts come out a little, like you can see them. And so, and I want the fullness here. I know some people are like, and fullness not where it's like bulging out, but fullness to where it looks natural and it's gorgeous. I really like that look, and I have some pictures, and I'll show you some online that I've come across that I put on my phone, so that way I can show my plastic surgeon when I go back for my pre-op visit. So I'm gonna try on 350s and 375s, and I've read one response to a question on Real Self that said even 400, but I want to look natural. I want these to be feel like they look like they go with my body, like they were meant for me. I don't want to be overly done. I don't want to regret that I got too big of, breast implants. Let's see. I do know he carries, my plastic surgeon, carry the allergens, smooth round, and high profiles. He also carry those. So I'm not sure if he covered, or he actually have in stock the moderate plus, if it's available to even be ordered, so that way I can try them on. And I'm gonna ask him, because some of the videos I've seen where doctors put in sizers before they actually put in the implants, to make sure that the implants are asymmetrical to my body type, and they gonna look good on me. And I want that fullness, and I want to be able to, because like I'm gonna gain some weight back during off season, and so when I drop my weight, I don't want to be able to see the rippling in my breast implants. I want them to be full. And I know that's one thing you really like with saline, you can overfill them to where you don't have that rippling, and with saline, what you put in is what you get, so it's not like you can add more to it. So that's why I wanted to know if I need to go up in more cc's. Let's see. I saw online where we talked about when can people return to working out after their breast implants, and some doctors say at 3 weeks you can go back to do like moderate walking, because you don't want to get your heart rate up too fast and increase the blood flow and then have some bleeding and so forth. So after 3 weeks you can do light walking or lower body stuff, and at 6 weeks you can start doing weights again. But between the 3 and the 6 week, you shouldn't lift over like 5 to 8 pounds or something like that. I said I want the symmetry, the good cleavage, and when can I start driving? And I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a post-op appointment the day after my surgery, or a couple of days after my surgery, or a week after my surgery, for either the procedures I'm going to be doing. So is it going to be okay for me to drive? And the pain level, some people say it's painful, and it says like, oh, I remember this when I went to go work out, I was working at my chest, and a couple of days later my chest was really sore. That's what it felt like. And I'm in pretty good shape. I do chest workouts at least twice a week. So especially now, since I know what my surgeries are and I want to go heavier, just to exercise those muscles so that whenever it's time for me to get my implants, that in my mind, that's what it's going to feel like, soreness from a chest exercise. And then talk about the different pain medicines that he's going to put me on. I really want to try not to take any type of pain medicine whatsoever, because I hate taking medicine, and I want to really take, I know this sounds crazy, and I'm probably going to regret saying this whenever I do my follow-up videos, is that I want this to be more of a holistic time for me. Like, I really just want to be able to, I know I'm going to, let me just take that out. I'm probably sure I'm going to take some medicine of some sort, muscle relaxer, whatever, but I really don't want to take any pain medicine. Muscle relaxers, okay, if I have to take those, yes, I will, but I want to try to do this with as least amount of medication as possible. I talked to the surgery center already, so kind of got a feel of that day who's going to be in the operating room, the recovery room, the anesthesiologist. I've done my homework on that end there, so I kind of wrote down people that I've talked to, like the post-op nurse, the surgery nurse, anesthesiologist, who's going to be on that day. Of course, I know who my surgeon is going to be, and I wrote down some. One of the implants that I came across was like the memory gel. Some people call it the gummy bear. I think it's the gummy bear and the memory gel are kind of like the same thing. But the memory gel, smooth round moderate implants, what I saw online about those, I really like. So I'm gonna ask him if he can get those in, or the moderate plus, because I really, I saw those and I saw how like the texture, the feel, and even if somehow they ruptured in some kind of way, that the gel just stays there, doesn't leak into your bloodstream or anything like that. So yeah, so those are the notes that I've made so far. I will have more information when I go to my pre-op visit on August the 11th. I'm gonna try to vlog this whole journey for you guys. I think this is probably going to be the most intimate time that you guys will see me vlog and talk about some things. I'm going to try to come in here and record for you guys. The first video that I made about this, I did have on a bikini top, just so that you guys can see how flat, but I'll come back on the day of my pre-op appointment with that on, because I'm going to be making videos in that top thereafter until I get fitted for a bra, so you guys can know what my bra type is now. So again, right now I'm currently a 32A, and I will wear a 32B, but really technically I'm a 32A in Victoria's Secrets, and I want to be a full C cup. And I know it's hard to determine what your cup size is going to be until you're able to actually go get fitted for a bra. So that's why I'm on the fence about what CCs I want to get. 400 to me seemed like a whole lot of CCs, but then I've seen some pictures of people that's my height, my body weight, and that's what they've gotten, and it looks amazing. But my chest is a little smaller in my case when I'm looking at these pictures, but of course it's just pictures. But we'll see what he thinks, and I'll kind of let him use his better judgment. I don't want to look like a porn star. Like, I want to be able to look like a woman. I want to be a little further out than this right here. I kind of want to be out a little more. I don't have much more padding to put on to show you guys how I want to be, but I'll follow up with you guys. Leave your questions below, because I will do a question and answer probably about a month when I'm post-op, so that way that you guys can I can inform you guys on what's what. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you. Please be kind. Please be kind with your comments, because I've read some comments on people's breast augmentation videos, and they have been just horrible. I just can't believe that some people would say some of the things that they do. But you know, it is what it is. It's my decision, no one else's. I'm doing this for me. I'm a very confident person. I love my body. I think this is just going to make me love my body even more. I think my clothes are going to fit better. I just want, and I want to feel sexy. What woman don't want to feel sexy? And I can, you know, I can make this decision if I want to. And I'm happy with this decision. And I feel like I'm going to love the results of it. So anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.